Hi everyone, welcome back to Talk With Me. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TalkWithMe36. So everyone, the government is considering giving out immunity cards to certain people. Before I read this article coming from Business Insider, I just want to say I'm not a guy who believes in conspiracy theories. I'm not that kind of guy. You know, there's a lot of conspiracies that has been coming out of the works. But a couple of weeks ago, around, maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago, I think when the shutdown started, so that's about over 3 weeks ago, my brother said to me, this coronavirus outbreak is a conspiracy. So he's the kind of person who believes in conspiracy. Sometimes he sits there and think when being that he's locked in the house now, his mind is going, looking at everything, assessing everything, and he's coming up with different scenarios that this is a conspiracy. So I asked him why you think so, and he told me, well, he's gonna give me scenarios, and he said the government created this virus. I like, why would they do that? Is it, at the time I'm thinking, when he said that, I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with China and the trade war. So he said they created this to use it to take control of us. So I'm like, why would you say that? He said, well, while everyone is distracted and everybody's confused, and all the mixed information that's coming out, all this mixed and messy information that's coming out, in the media, and you have all of these doctors coming on giving different outcomes and different things. It's confusing everyone, and while everyone is distracted by all of that, the government is using it to take control of the people. Now, when he said this to me, of course, I didn't believe it. Like, I don't usually believe in conspiracies. Not to say that conspiracies don't happen, because a lot of governments worldwide, in the whole, a lot of these governments, they do act and do things that are not right for the people. There's a lot of conspiracies. There's a lot of underhand things that are going on within the governments worldwide. So I don't, like I've said this before multiple times. I'm not a guy that runs behind a party, whether it's Republican or Democrat. I'm a guy that goes on the policies, and that's what I base my stuff on. But after reading, like I said, after reading this article from Business Insider, it makes me wonder. And it reads, people who recover from coronavirus could be given government-issued immunity cards in the future. National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease Director Anthony Fauci said Friday. Fauci told CNN that Trump administration is considering giving out certificates showing a person has previously had coronavirus and recovered, which could help reduce transmission as people return to work in the coming months. And wow, that months part is a very real thing. Before, people was thinking it's just going to be weeks, and it's going to be months. He went on to say, it's one of those things that we talked about when we want to make sure that we know who the vulnerable people are and are not, he said. This is something that's being discussed. I think it might actually have some merit under certain circumstances. Fauci added that the federal government is preparing to deploy a large number of antibody tests in the coming week, which the Food and Drug Administration is currently validating. While existing coronavirus tests tell people whether they have the virus or not, an antibody test shows if someone has previously had the virus and recovered, which could mean they're immune. Deploying them would be a part of the next phase of the government's plan to reopen the economy. The government is also exploring partnering with private sector companies to monitor the spread of the virus. Apple and Google are currently partnering for a contact tracking program that will use Bluetooth data from people's smartphones to gauge whether they have come into contact with someone exposed to coronavirus. CDC Director Robert Redfield told NPR on Thursday that very aggressive measures, including contact tracking, will be necessary for the U.S. to return to normal. So this is the part that have me thinking, have me wondering. This contact tracking. Now, it's been said before that the government already tracks us. It said before your phone tracks you, and it does. Apple and Google both track you, even though Apple might want to say your privacy is everything, whatever. But I don't know, but I don't have iPhone, but I know in my girl, when she had iPhone, I can see where she went and stuff like that. If you go in the Maps option, I don't know if it's if it's the Apple Map or Google Maps, but I know on my phone I have an Android, and it's off by default. Your phone tracking you, it's off by default. But when you turn it on, it shows you everything you did before you even turn it on. So it's already tracking you even before you turn that feature on. It's already telling you the stuff you've done. So they're already tracking you. These companies, Apple and Google, are selling your info, making billions of dollars a year off of these things. And now the government is taking part of it. Like I said, a lot of people believe the government was already doing that anyway. Even if you turn the GPS off of your phone, it doesn't stop the police from seeing you or the government from seeing you, because they can ping your phone off of the cell towers to see exactly where you are. And, I want to know more about this if they decide to go this route, which to me seems like a communist kind of thing, because this is something they're trying to do the same thing that China's already doing, which is tracking people by their phones. So, they're gonna copy what China is doing, what this communist country is doing. They're gonna do the same thing here. And don't let me say they're gonna do it. It's possible that this is something that this is the route that they will go. I start tracking us to see who's in contact with who comes into who. But I want to know when this is all said and done, when everything goes back, hopefully to normal, to the day when we don't have to worry about social distancing, we don't have to be locked in our homes and don't have to worry about crowding up and all this stuff again, when there's a viable vaccine that everyone can take, and everyone will choose not to take it. Millions will choose not to take it like they do the flu. Even though the flu kills so many people a year, people still opt out to take the flu shots. And I believe the same thing is going to happen eventually with this. Just like any other vaccine for any other thing, people just choose not to take it because they feel that everybody gets comfortable and feel that they are safe. So I want to know, when this is all over and we get to that point, will they continue tracking us? Will they continue taking that info from Apple and Google and tracking us, which I think they will? It's the government. Come on, you don't think they're going to continue to do that? It's something that I believe that they're going to do. And, my brother, when he brought up that story, to him, the outcome was going to be a martial law. That didn't happen. In the end of his theory, that was supposed to happen, but that didn't happen. But tracking us may as well be the same thing. You can see there's nothing that we can do that they wouldn't see anymore, that they wouldn't be able to see. Like, all privacy, in my opinion, is gone. But then again, who is actually private anymore? Some of the people who may complain about the privacy issues are the ones who's telling you all their business on social media. They're the ones that's putting things out there, but then they're worried about privacy. I'm worried about privacy because I don't put my personal issues out there for the world to see. So for me, my privacy is everything, because I'm not a sharing person. Like, when it comes to things like that, sharing everything, every aspect of my life. And I used to be on social media. I used to be on Facebook a lot, and I even stopped because I see that a lot of my friends, people that I actually know, not my Facebook friends, people I don't know in person, but people that I did know in person, share everything. They put every aspect of their life arguments with their boyfriends, girlfriends, everything. It's just, and it just sickens me, and I just couldn't do it, and I stopped being on Facebook. I would just go every couple of months to check up to see what's going on, and then that's it. But I'm wondering about where the government is going with this. I would like to see if any of you, I just want to know what you guys think about this. Just leave a comment, just leave your comments down below. Just let me know how you feel about this. If this is actually implemented, what would you feel about that? Once again, I'm Drew. Talk with me. Follow me on social media, Instagram and Twitter at TalkWithMe36. Don't forget to hit that bell notification icon. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Please let me know what you think in the description down below. And see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Wake up, same-ish, different day, make a wish.